Good afternoon, everyone. I am Komfie Manalo, and welcome to another edition of Katribu, Usapang Business. Today, we are joined by the owner and creator of contemporary art by Miss Leslie Galerie to share with us the concept of her online art gallery in the middle of the pandemic. Good afternoon, Ma'am Leslie.
Good afternoon, Komfie.
Hi, how are you? It's
I'm
the
good.
past 2 years. I mean, from 2022 up to this year, it's been very challenging for everybody. And how are you? How's been the past 2 years treating you on a personal note?
Actually, 2021 definitely had a lots of ups and downs for me. And with my day job, I have been fortunate enough to still be able to continue my work. But personally, the start of 2021 was not good as my youngest sister unexpectedly passed away. And as a family, we are still very much grieving. And but in spite of that, I still go through the days to keep strong for my family. And painting and making art have been a good way for me to distress, especially when the going gets tough.
Yeah, my condolences to you, my sympathies. It's really tough not to lose a family, especially now in the pandemic. Is it COVID?
It's appendicitis.
Mm.
Yeah.
So you said that art was your outlet during this time of pandemic and during this time of grieving. So what aside from your grief, aside from your passion to pursue an outlet for your losses, what other motivations did you have to pursue these contemporary art? And have you always been into art? Have you always been passionate about it?
Okay, I will make a short kwento. So, last year, one evening in September 2020, my daughter asked me to watch a YouTube video with
Mm-hmm.
her over dinner, and it was a video about fluid art painting.
Mm-hmm.
I have never seen that kind of technique. It was very interesting and mesmerizing. So after a while, I keep watching the videos, more of that videos
Mm-hmm.
with such technique, and then I thought it was so cool and very unique.
Mm-hmm.
So I decided to try it out myself one weekend, and then it became a time for me to meditate, but ultimately becoming a safer alternative to what I did before the pandemic. Because,
Mm-hmm.
before the pandemic, I used to join marathons,
Mm-hmm.
going hikings in mountains, and eating out with family.
Mm-hmm. So being
So
from
I
being
didn't receive any
formal
formal
training.
training,
Mm-hmm.
ha.
Mm-hmm.
So when I started out, I would consult my son, who
Mm-hmm.
is actually a fine arts graduate in the University of the Philippines. But mostly, I'm a self-taught artist, learning from YouTube videos
Mm-hmm.
and other artists online. And then I would also do my own research on color palettes and then acrylic painting tips and
Mm.
techniques.
So
Ganyan.
you were really self-taught, and from being
Yes,
from being an outdoor person, bigla ka ngayon naging isolationist. Nag-iisa ka sa bahay nagpipinta.
yes, that's right.
And so tell us more about the contemporary art by Leslie. Ano ba yung ano yung kwento ng art mo? Ano yung mga
Sige.
medium mo? Ano yung
Actually,
and why did ano yung mga kwento
sige.
before the behind the launch?
Okay, so before I would share my finished products of paintings to my close friends and family. They were really impressed, and supported of the results.
Mm-hmm.
They began encouraging me, telling me that there's potential for me to be a bit more public with my
Mm-hmm.
art. So eventually, after much encouragement from them, in November 2020, I decided to establish an online platforms
Mm-hmm.
through Instagram and Facebook to share my artworks. There was so much support and positive responses from other friends, other relatives, and even strangers. So
Mm-hmm.
I kept painting and selling my art, even taking on commissions from enthusiastic customers.
Mm-hmm. Eh, 'di ba ano, ngayon uso ngayon 'di ba digital art eh. 'Di ba
Yes.
yung mga NFT o non-fungible tokens na hindi ko maintindihan why would people buy digital art? I mean, I
I
understand
haven't
cryptocurrencies but
explored that yet. Yeah, I haven't explored that yet, but I heard about that NFT.
NFT, yes, non-fungible
Yes,
tokens.
yes, yeah. I get a lot of inquiries about that if I'm interested nga
Mhm.
to sell my art. But I need to be able to do some more research about it before
Mhm.
I actually go into that direction.
So aside from aside from the challenges and of course you were still giving, what other challenges did you face when you
And
started contemporary art gallery in and of course.
okay. Some of the challenges usually involves logistics and material supplies.
Mhm.
A lot of materials involved in fluid art painting aren't available here in the
Mhm.
aren't available in the Philippines.
Mhm.
Although there is an option to ship it from abroad, the shipping fees are very expensive,
Mhm.
and there are a lot of restrictions from customs given the pandemic situation. Other than that, the usual challenges are managing my time,
Mhm.
work-life balance, and trying to keep the inspiration going.
So paano 'yon pagka wala kang makuhang supply? Where do you what's your alternative? And what kind of
Um,
materials are you using sa sa art mo?
artist paint mostly acrylic,
Mhm.
and then I still order online, but it's a bit expensive talaga. That's why the paintings are really quite expensive to me.
Mhm. Eh, yan mga gawa mo yan
Yes, yes.
So where do you get your inspiration? Sabi mo nga, di ba, yun ang isang mga challenge mo, inspiration. So where do you get your inspiration? Lalo pag medyo natutuyot na yung creative juices sa utak mo.
I actually get my inspiration from my family, from all their support and encouraging words to telling me to pursue my art, and especially it's a good way to meditate, and it become like sort of my therapy na rin during
Mm.
this pandemic.
Do you have any influence or say pinagkukunan ng ng inspiration or idol sa pagpipinta?
Well, Van Gogh,
Mhm.
it's very inspiring.
Mhm.
There are a lot of YouTube artists online doing fluid art, and it's really very interesting. And every time you create a fluid art, you don't know how the turnout
Mhm.
nor, of the art. So that's the beauty of it, actually.
Mhm. And like sabi mo, it's expensive, no? But you've been getting a lot of positive response, not only from your friends and families, but from total strangers as well. So how was
Yes.
what's the sales turnout?
Okay, I have been very fortunate to experience a general good flow of sales despite the pandemic and despite being a new artist. And of course, it's not as fast and plenty as as the ideal, but it's understandable given how everyone has their own priorities
Mhm.
and concern during this crisis.
So there are still people
That's
who There's
Yeah,
still
plus
people
I
who
still
who
have a
have
long
extra
way to
money
go.
to buy or to prioritize artworks.
Yes, that's right. Plus, I also still have a long way to go. But everyone has been very supportive, and I'm blessed to be recommended by friends and family to their own friends and their relatives.
Do you have, can you tell us yung price range ng ng mga artworks mo?
Okay, the smallest, like the 12 inches by 12 inches,
Mhm.
range from 3,000 to 5,000.
Mhm.
That's the smallest artwork. And then the mid size, let's say, uh, okay, mga large na, 3 feet by 3 feet would cost 25,000.
What's the prices that you have sold?
Again,
What's
what's
the
that?
priciest artwork have you sold?
I've sold 3 panels of 2.5 feet by 4 feet each.
Mhm.
So that's 3 panels. So I sold it each for 30,000. So
Mhm.
times three. So
Mhm.
about 90,000.
And who sabi mo kanina, diba, people are already commissioning you to to do their to do their art requirements. So can you yan, like yan, magkano yung ganyan, yung artwork na
That
yan?
one is 17,000.
Mhm. And yung hawak mong na yan, na plato.
Yung round canvas.
Yeah.
Yung round canvas, that's 3,000.
Mhm. 'Di ba sabi mo kayo na na people are already commissioning you to do their art requirements. So, can you give us names of these companies or or person who have commissioned you? Somebody
Some are my,
kilala?
yeah, some are my ex-colleagues.
Mhm.
And some are relatives, some are friends of my friend, and mostly referrals actually.
Meron ng mga celebrities na kilalang tao na nagpa-commission sa iyo.
Wala pa, wala pa naman.
Yeah,
I
hopefully
hope.
in the coming days.
Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
So, anyways, before the pandemic, you were also working as a marketing consultant. Tell us about it and how do you manage your time to
Yeah.
do your artworks and find time for yourself. But before we answer that question, we will pause for a short break muna.
Okay.
Okay, thank you very much.
Botomoto Halalan 2022, the Daily Tribune special coverage.
Magandang araw mga katribu! Narito na ang mga makakasama nyo tuwing umaga sa programang Gising Na. Roy Pelevelo, Komfie Manalo, Atty. Lia Badillo Crisostomo, Vernon Velasco, Kim Sancha at Chirk Balagtas. Abangan ang programang Gising Na mula alas 8 hanggang alas 9 ng umaga sa Facebook page ng Daily Tribune.
Ilabas na ang mainit na kape at samahan kami sa inyong pag-almusal, mga katribo.
Sama-sama natin alamin ang mga natatagong istorya sa mga latest na kaganapan sa loob at labas ng bansa.
Simulan natin ang bawat umaga with good vibes sa mga informative and recreational segments ng aming programa.
Maaari niyo rin ibahagi sa amin ang inyong opinion via Daily Tribune Facebook page at Tribune Now sa YouTube. Makichika na rin sa latest showbiz happenings, mga katribo.
Kaya naman, magkita-kita po tayo mula Lunes hanggang Biyernes, alas 8 hanggang alas 9 ng umaga at magsama-sama po tayo sa
Gising Na!
Botomoto Halalan 2022, the Daily Tribune special coverage.
And we're back. You're still watching Usapang Business, Kalingang Usapang Business. And still joining us is Miss Leslie Galerie, owner and founder of
Yeah.
Contemporary Art. Sorry for that. Anyways, before we took a break, kanina you discussed yung inspiration mo and how did you started with contemporary art. And we left a hanging question. Kung ano, yung before the pandemic, you were working as a marketing consultant, and now, and we also asked, how are you finding time for yourself, for your family,
Yeah.
and ano, to create your art?
Yes. Like I mentioned earlier, work balance is one of the challenge I face. But of course, I still enjoy my day job, and I'm proud of the work I do for them. So of course, it's still my priority, and the relaxation I feel uh, from painting and doing Leslie Gallery actually complements the fast-paced corporate environment of my day job.
Mhm.
So I usually paint during weekends
Mhm.
lang, and I work during weekdays.
Mhm. So ikaw, no, you were able to, ano, because of your, ano, your management of your work balance, you were able to, ano,
Yeah.
to do the things you like. At the same time, you're doing your passion. So what is the most fulfilling part doing both these things? No, your, you know, your life as a corporate executive, and your
Yeah.
life, Leslie, as an art person, as an artist.
Yeah. Actually, one of the reasons why I established Leslie Galerie was a way for me to also generate funds for my younger sister's cancer medication. So, with that regard, it's been really fulfilling when someone buys a painting, knowing that I can, keep supporting my sister. Another thing that's rewarding is having a customer fall
Mhm.
in love with the fluid art technique
Mhm.
and enthusiastically commission me, telling me the colors that they want to see in their own homes.
Mhm. So what do you know? How do you describe your, ano, your technique or your style of, ano, of art?
It's fluid art painting,
Mhm.
so more on contemporary abstract.
So fluid, sabihin, ano, yung movement, constant movement,
Yes, yes,
water.
yeah.
Mhm. So why did you pursue that, ano, that tawag nito, how do you describe that style?
I actually, as I mentioned earlier, I watched it with my daughter one night over dinner sa YouTube. So I find it really, I've never seen that kind of technique.
Mhm.
So I thought it was really cool and very unique. So I decided to try it myself. And then I showed it to my friends and my family, and they were very impressed with the result. And so they encouraged me, I think it's about time to make your art a bit be seen on public.
Mhm.
So I decided to um, launch a platform which is through Facebook and
Mhm.
Instagram.
Mhm. So what are your plans for your artworks and for your gallery?
Well, there aren't totally a concrete plan since I'm just starting out, but I do want to officially have my own website for easier transactions and to also be able to exhibit my paintings in a gallery, especially after the when the pandemic is over.
So do you see yourself as being a full-time artist?
Yes, why not? But as long as I still have my job, because I love my job very much. I
Mhm.
really enjoy working with them. So it's still my priority, but of course, doing art will still, I see myself doing art for the rest of my life.
So ano naman sa buong, sa Philippine art scene, how do you see the future of the arts in the Philippines?
Okay, I think it's very ambitious for me to say anything about this, but I do hope that every artist continues to really make the art that they love. I know it's quite hard to earn a living making art, especially here in the Philippines. But I hope people would patronize art more and realize the importance they give to us. So I hope that art here in the Philippines will continue to flourish.
And how can for those who are interested in buying the artworks of Miss Leslie Gallery or Leslie Castañeda, where can they find the contemporary
Okay.
art by Leslie Gallery? Do you have Do you have a brick and
Yes.
mortar gallery, or they can just buy it
Right now,
online?
there's no physical gallery. Like
Mhm.
I mentioned, everything is online to keep everyone safe during this pandemic. You can see all my works in my Facebook and Instagram page. It's nothing much, but I do have a YouTube page also where I post my the video details of my painting so that people can have a better look. And
Mhm.
then I encourage everyone to follow me on my social media pages so they are updated and to be updated of my new arts, my new creations, especially next month because
Mhm.
it's our first year anniversary, and we will be giving away. We will have a special giveaway promo.
Mhm.
I'll create a special one of a kind painting and we'll create an anniversary giveaway.
Yeah, you can promote your social media pages here if you want, so that they can
Okay.
our viewers can follow it.
Okay. So on my Instagram is Leslie.Gallery and my Facebook page is Contemporary Art by Leslie Galerie.
Mhm.
So just easy.
Madali naman i-search sa Facebook yan, diba? Leslie Art
Yes,
Gallery. Oh.
yes.
Anyways, at this at this segment, we will you try to humanize Leslie Castañeda. So we will be playing a simple game. So we will show
Okay.
you some photos, or we will ask you questions,
Wow.
and then
Okay.
you'll answer, you'll give us the first thing that comes into your mind.
All right.
So this is called Would You Rather.
Would you
So,
rather?
would you rather?
Okay.
So, would you rather go back in time or see the future?
Wow. See the future.
Would you rather have wings, or would you rather have wings to fly or fins to explore the underwater scene?
I think wings to fly,
Hmm.
like Supergirl.
Would you rather be an artist or a beauty queen?
Artist.
Hmm. And another question: would you rather spend your free time watching movies or listening to music?
Oh, I like both, but if I were to choose movies, watching movies.
Hmm. And last question: would you rather travel abroad or local, if it's allowed already?
But yeah, I want to travel abroad.
Hmm.
You know, I hope after the pandemic.
Well, thank you very
And
much, Miss.
when it's safe already.
Oo nga eh. Ako rin.
Yeah,
Mhm. Eh, saan mo gustong lugar pumunta?
Europe.
Mhm.
I haven't been to Europe, but when it's safe and hopefully when I have all the money to pay for the trip.
And, anyways, thank you very much, Miss Leslie Castañeda. Thank you for your time. And I'll give you the floor to promote your contemporary artworks.
Okay, I encourage everyone to follow me on my social media pages, Leslie.Gallery on my Instagram and Contemporary Art by Leslie Gallery on my Facebook page. So you guys will be updated of my new art creations.
Thank you very much again, Miss Leslie Castañeda. And I am Komfie Manalo. Again, this is Usapang Business, Kalingang, Katribu. Thank you very much.